Do I have everything set up? For some reason I feel like I don't. I probably should have the microphone muted. I don't know if there's proximity chat in this, but the last thing I want to do is do that. Right, so I got some stuff that I want to sort out before we go. I want, I want to swap. How do I take my... Okay. Sonny, hey! You had brilliant timing. I'm so confused by this. How do I take this off? Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just setting up for the stream and then you popped in. I was like, oh, hello. So we got Soul Ray, we got... Let's do... Is it Flame Toss that we need? But how you doing, Sonny? Yeah, it's Flame Toss. Maybe Enchant Weapon as well. But don't think we'll need that. Yeah, that was brilliant timing. I'm very good, thanks. I have been kind of trying to finish the Demon Souls Platinum. But I really shot myself in the foot in New Game because I accidentally got to the final boss, like the final boss, without doing all the stuff you're supposed to do, and it locks a bunch of things off, including leveling if you do the final boss too early, which is smelly. But yeah, what about you? Have you played any Demon Souls? I'll turn this down a bit. Oh! Yeah, Elden Ring is really good. I've only played a little bit of it, so I'm kind of biased, but more on the fact that I haven't seen much, but it's really sound. I feel like the most starter-friendly one is probably Bloodborne, but I don't know. My first one was Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 2 is definitely the least friendly to new players. But that's because, like, it doesn't explain anything to you at all. I missed the tutorial on Dark Souls 2 as well. It's one of those games. What kind of stuff do you normally play? Right, we're gonna try and do that dirty skip that Shek taught us. I need to kill the Adjudicator without it falling over. So I reckon I'm probably just gonna have to stand back and fire a bunch of soul rays at it, but... Oh nice! Have you played The Witcher? I'd say in terms of free roam games, The Witcher is probably one of my favourites. But I also really liked Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to get Forbidden West. We have to go. Nope. Ah, The Witcher is so good. The Witcher is so good. Enigma! How you doing? You've arrived just in time. New Game Plus on this is kicking my ass. The New Game Plus on this game is so hard. I didn't expect it to be too bad, but it's rough. Although I know that the Tower Knight is weak to magic, so I might go to him. I just want to get the Adjudicator done. It's that time of the week again, yeah. Mental breakdown time. Thursday afternoon. I really wish I had more time to stream. I've got so many games I want to finish on stream. And it's like, but I've only got about 60 hours a week of that. I've started Doom Eternal off stream, so that I can do that nasty playthrough, and then just finish the plat like on stream. Ooh, Resident Evil 7 is so good. I love Resident Evil 7. I hated it at first, I was way too scared to play it, but after a while I really liked it. It's so scary. I hate first-person horror, so... it sorted me. Oh. But no, yeah. Resident Evil 7 was so fun. The DLCs were so good. Ethan Must Die was, like, brilliant. I really hope that Resident Evil 8 gets the same amount of DLCs in, like, the same level of quality as well. Because they were just funny. There was, like, Jack's 55th birthday where you have to wear, like, party hats. Such an adorable little game. Oh, you stream it to your friends? That is so sweet. No, I love showing my friends Resident Evil 7 because like it's scripted enough that once you've played it once, you know what's coming, so you can be like really chill about it. I had some friends over and I was showing them it and they were too scared to move. It was so sweet. I was like, it's okay, you can go. I love that game. I didn't think I would like it at all, but I'm a huge baby when it comes to horror, so. Stop! Right, we might have to go a different way. I have been. I would like to do more streams. I know I want to be full-time, but more just so that I can stream all day. And then when you realise that you have to make money to live, I'm like, no, I gotta keep my job. But I would love to be able to do like 8-10 hours a day. Enigma, you have no idea. No idea. How many plats do you have? I think it might be 117. It might be less, it might be a bit more. I can't remember. But yeah, I've been trophy hunting for like 3 years or so, so I think I've averaged about 20 something a year. Yeah, what about you, Sonny? Strong, hello! No. Nice. What's the one that took you the longest? Oh, good. We're on like 2 a week then. Because I stream, usually, well, I used to have like a poll where people could vote for what they wanted to see me platinum, and people would always vote in stuff that took minimum 50 hours. Like, I had like Yakuza 0, which took me about 200. We had Remnant, which took 250. We had the Souls games, which can take anywhere between 30 and 80. We had Skyrim, which was like 100. The Witcher. I was like, can you guys please vote in something that is like actually chill? The answer was no, obviously. Sevi! Hi, Skevy. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh, Star Wars Battlefront 2 has a nasty plat, doesn't it? And UFC 4's got that one where you have to do like 5 rounds of that mode, doesn't it? There you go. Seffi's had to have less treats because I've been giving her so many treats lately that she just doesn't eat her dinner. I was like, I just want to love you. I just want you to be happy. She's like, I am happy, but I'm full, and I'm not getting my nutrients. I'm like, oh, okay. How different is Demon Souls with dark character tendency? I don't know how different it is because I've just hit New Game Plus, and New Game Plus is notoriously hard on this game. So, I don't know, I think it depends. Yeah, yeah, the games have like different modes, don't they? Which mode did you get that trophy in, Sonny? Oh, he's not weak to that. This will have to do for now. We have got, like, no good grass either. Oh, fair enough, Sonny. And yeah, we're trying to do some Demon Souls. I haven't been able to get past the skeletons up here yet. Demon Souls New Game Plus has given me quite a run for it. Nice one, Strong. So, are there like airsoft events that you go to, or do you just kind of use them in your yard or something? Stop rolling! Big motherfucker. True. True. Yeah, this gun like my dad. Hey, Shek. Shekel, I cannot get past the skeletons here. I can't do anything. I cannot move an inch in New Game Plus. We're gonna go somewhere else now. I can't do a thing. We're going home. We're gonna go to do Tower Knight because I know he's weak to magic, and I'm gonna snipe his head from a distance. Oh, nice one, Strong. Let's see what we got. Beautiful. Right, let's repair first, and then see if we can level up even once. And if we can't, then uh-oh, because I've now got 11,000 souls in the inventory. Although I can use the lead demon soul, I believe, so we can do that. Yeah! We need 25k? I don't think I have enough souls to do that, actually. I don't know, which of these I can give up, so... Off we go. Off to the Lord's path. We haven't killed him before without killing his... Oh yeah, we have killed him before without killing his archers, yeah. So, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna clean up his archers, and then I'm gonna clean him up. In theory, I might get killed. That Shrine of Storms... Oh, getting through Tower of Latria to the old monk is gonna be awful. We're moving. We're moving. I'm glad you like him, Strong. I've never played Airsoft, so I don't really understand, but I am here for it. Okay, right. We've killed 3 enemies. I just changed Windows 10 to my M2 SSD. Nice. With what, to what end? Also, hey Resman. I love that you have an opinion on tech. For me, like, I'm just software. You tell me about SSDs and I do not understand. Yeah, see you soon, Strong. You have a good sleep? Right, here he is. Let's let him get into position. I believe... Well, I'm computer. Goodness. I love, like when I'm playing a game and I've got a pizza in the oven, and the game goes on like a minute longer than I was hoping, and then by the time I get to the pizza, it's dead. Like, blackened. Bye, Strong. Wow, that guy really is not giving up. Oh, I have a wooden catalyst. That must have been where I got it the first time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this run is much harder to do. Do we have to go all the way along there? I don't think so. Where is he? Okay, there he is. Okay, so we wait about here for him to do that again, and then we just follow him as fast as we can. Oh, well, that 20 gigabytes of temp files is quite a lot, I'd say, if I had to judge the amount of temp files. Yeah, that is quite ridiculous. Well, at least we got to the bottom of it. Imagine if it was just broken and you had to wait for a patch. The worst games, well, the worst thing I hate about games is when something's broken but you have to wait for a patch for it. The Dauntless, one of the Dauntless trophies is broken for like 2 months and I just have to wait for them to fix it. But obviously it's a trophy, so like they just don't really care. And I kind of get that. Like it's low priority, but for me it was very annoying. What the fuck? Right, we're just going through the door. Let's go. We don't have time. I just need to level up, I reckon. Once we've leveled up and we're in the rhythm of New Game Plus, we should be good. We should be good. I think. This game is kicking my ass so far. Please don't hurt me. I know that he can do a really, really nasty attack. Yeah, that's it. If that hits me, I think I will be dead in one hit. But he does himself seem to have to get lucky to just make that attack, so... Oh shit. Has a lingering hitbox, those are the worst. Linger this. Be gone. Pizza time. Stop! Sorry. lick my balls. How's life, Scopes? Didn't see that. Yeah, see, we leaned down to get that. Like, oh no, I dropped my grass. Perfect dodge. I love the base to it. It's good. The hookery! How you doing? Hit his head! Man, what is this? I'm trying to get out the habit of naps too, and incidentally I've had a nap before the stream. How you doing, Bahookery? How's life? How's the plats? I have had not a motivated bone in my body this week for plats. I did one Crash 4 time trial, and then besides that I did nothing, I think. In terms of plats. I've been making the video, which has been cool. Why am I not hitting him with what I'm doing? Is it too far away? Why am I not hitting him? I'm making a pie that I'm not allowed to eat. That's the worst. Why can't you eat it? Why am I not hitting him? I don't understand. Well, I mean, I understand when I hit his shield, but... Well, I guess we'll just do it the way we're supposed to do it then. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Why wasn't my magic hitting him? My magic is not hitting the Tower Knight. Nobody else has googled it, so it's obviously a me problem. Just curious, why am I not hitting the Tower Knight with the magic that I'm casting? Is it that I'm too far away? We could always try a different spell. Soul Ray might do more damage, but it might have a shorter range, which could be the problem. Bit close, I guess. Oh, bless you, Bahookery. Why? Oh, oops. Can't you even have a little bit? That's a lot of enemies. Zero sugar. To be fair, I used to work with a guy and he was like, yeah, I gave up sugar in 2008. And to be fair to him, he was very lean. Like, not kind of unhealthy lean either, like, he was doing alright for himself. Don't! Maybe you will. Right. Nope. We're gonna undo the spider. This is New Game Plus. I guess if I had a full human bar, I'd be able to take more damage, but if he still one-shots me at full human bar, then I will be lowering the world tendency, basically on purpose there. Okay, so let's swap this for the falchion and go to Stonefang Tunnel. Speedy, hello. How you doing? Oh, but Shekel, I need help. How could the internet do this to me? You have a week off, hey, very nice. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well myself, thanks. I have a long drive up to Nottingham Saturday, so I have to prepare myself to be up at 5 AM. Oh, this place is much better. But besides that, I'm doing good. I've been working on a video all week. That's coming out tomorrow. It's scheduled to go out. I'm super excited. What else? Yeah, no, I haven't really been much into playing games at all this week at all. Just been doing work and stuff. Like you. What do you mean? Terminally driving. Ah! You wake up at 5 for no reason every day. That's not too bad. You can do something with that. Like, that's not awful. I used to be really early to wake up. I don't know what it was. I think I just really liked the privacy of having, like, an early wake up. Just get to sit there and drink coffee before, like, the world was awake. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, I used to, yeah, I used to love being an early waker-upper. But I haven't been that way for a while. Now I'm much more of a night owl. It's weird how much you can, like, swing from one to the other. So it's not even these miners that are the trouble, I suppose, it's those fucking dogs. Now you. 15 souls per kill as well. So it's not even like you can grind levels in New Game Plus. Like, you have what you have, really, don't you? Right, we've killed a dog. Oh, thank God. Why Demon Souls are not Elden Ring? Because Demon Souls is already on the list. So I just kind of want to get it done. Whereas Elden Ring is like a whole new project. I just want to get Demon Souls done, but fuck. This new game nonsense is so hard. I was kind of hoping to tempt Shekel into helping me, but his internet isn't working. You know, I can always offer some help if needed. I'm not that good. You've really not sold it to me. You've really not sold it to me. I'm afraid. Perhaps one day. Yeah, I can offer some help. I'll die immediately, and I'll lower your world tendency. But I'm always here. You gotta have some like marketing pizzazz. Yeah, I'll raise the boss's health by 50% and then die. Where's the pizzazz? It's that pissing dog. I just don't. It's just the dogs. To be fair, I think these are the only dogs in the level. If I can get past these dogs... Let's get him some media training. I reckon we've got a good shot at the spider. As long as we can unlock that shortcut, we've got a good shot. Because these enemies are all dying in one hit, which implies to me that we're in the right place, you know? I guess we should be focusing on leveling... Is vitality gonna matter if we just get killed in one hit? But we weren't really doing anything else in that Tower Knight fight. I would love reduced boss health. Jesus. Well, that was almost a refresh. Yeah, that's twice as many. It's like on Neo, the amount of people that would make tank builds and the amount of people that would make tank builds and they'd be like, yeah, with this you can survive 7 hits. And I was like, everything in New Game Plus 3 kills you in 1 hit. Anybody in here? No. Give me this. Birch is honest about the extent of his abilities. We gotta respect that. Can't have somebody being like, tag me in, and then they die. It's like, okay. Dark Souls isn't really that way, I think. I don't think you're ever intended to grind. I think the fact that level you can't really get levels at the start of New Game Plus is testament to that. I think grinding's an option, but it's not intended more or less ever. The chain sickle build. Yes, the, what's it called? New Game Plus in general. Okay, yeah. I don't think I've ever played a game where New Game Plus has expected you to grind, but maybe in, like, XP heavy games. Like, Neo was... I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, I was grinding levels on Neo, and I'm like, why on earth are you grinding levels on Neo? One thing matters in Neo, and it's that number after your weapon. Oh, I do not at all want a sharpening stone, but okay. Right. Yeah, I think also weapon plus value is very important as well. Didn't realise that man would have poise. Gotta give him that. He very much surprised me with how much poise he had. So if we go into the spider fight with Soul Ray, Kusarigama, yeah, I didn't want to, I was like, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna essentially just be making up a bunch of syllables. It's gonna come off as woefully insensitive. Better not. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that, Speedy. I didn't like Devil May Cry's combat at all, which is a shame because I was really hoping to. But I hated it. It just felt like well, the thing is, I played Devil May Cry 3, and it felt like the clunkiest, most annoying thing ever. But then, obviously, like, Devil May Cry 5 is much newer, it's probably got much more quality of life, it's probably much better. But I'm so put off from the series by 3 that, like, in all 4 games. Which games aren't in the 4? Well, you know what, Scopes, I'm a loose cannon. Sunny, yes, The Witcher is so good. There are a couple of missables that you should keep an eye on, but they're not awful. I also did a full platinum playthrough on my VOD channel, but it's 40 hours long, so if you ever need help, I'm sure you could take a look at that, but it's a lot. 40 hours is a lot of footage. This is annoying with YouTube, because when we did that Resident Evil 3 marathon and we did a 15-hour stream, YouTube wouldn't let me upload it because it was too long, and my laptop wouldn't let me download it because it was too big. No, I did The Witcher week, so we 100%ed it in a week, Sonny. So some days we do like 7 hours, some days we do like 12 hours. But we did The Witcher in a week. It was brilliant. I think my final time in game was 44 hours, but combined with like all the time we spent paused and a few like reloads, it probably would have been a bit closer to 50. Yeah, so not the whole thing, but you know. What's your rarest plat? I can't remember. I think the GTA 5 plat for the PlayStation 3 is. But that's because it's unobtainable now. But I have all of the Dauntless trophies for PS4, and they're very rare on PS4. They're like 1%. Yeah. But I think my rarest 100% is probably Dead by Daylight. There's one trophy on there called Skilled Huntress, and it's awful. And it took me like 2 days or 3 days of just messaging people that I was in a lobby with and asking them if they could give me a hand. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Huntress is really fun to play, but that trophy is crazy. They even made that trophy easier on PC, and I'm like, PC are the last people who need it easier. And they made it easier on Xbox as well. So they lowered, on PS4 you have to do it 100 times, but on PC and Xbox you only have to do it 20 times. Yeah, no, I loved playing as Huntress. I don't find her too bad to go against. I feel like Huntresses always have no-ed, which is annoying. But my least favourite killer to go against is probably Spirit. I am, yes, Speedy. For me, Trickster is the worst to go against. Trickster is really hard to go against, but if you play as Trickster, you'll see that Trickster's like actually really easy to mess up with. Trickster can only really shoot in a straight line, and he has to reload a lot. But he's got really good range on his like baseball bat, I guess. Yeah, Doctor's so annoying. My brother loves playing as Doctor. I'm like, why? My favourite killers to play as are Hag, Nurse, Pyramid Head. I bought a Sadako yesterday, but I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, with the Doctor, you have to like pre-drop pallets. And obviously, like, once he's electrified you once, he can see where you are, basically, for the rest of the match. I don't like playing against Doctor, and I don't like playing as Doctor either. I fancy Pyramid Head. No. 14-year-old girl, I'm not. I don't think he and I would have a lot to talk about. Don't see many people who like him. Yeah, Doctor's kind of like a niche character to play as. I guess it's because he's not particularly cool looking. Like, killers like, oh dear. 1 minute. Killers like Nurse look way cooler. These guys ganked me really hard last time. You are, Scobie. You're like, I can fix him. How'd you get introduced to Dead by Daylight? My friend Sammy plays it. I watched him play a little bit of it. And then I started playing it with him, and then I just started playing it. I felt a bit bad about that. I was like, sorry, I'm just absolutely obsessed with this game. So what I would do is I would have it on like during the day at work, and I would queue. And this was back when killer queues were like 30 minutes, 30 minutes. So I would just have it on while I was working, and then I would get called into a match, and I'd play the match. Oh god. And then I would queue again and just wait like another 30 minutes, so it was just easier to do it that way. Yeah. Killer queues are really good now, but it's because they've like nerfed... Well, it's because they've buffed a lot of the survivor abilities, so it can be very stressful playing killer now, especially with all the boons you have to take care of, but... I got killed through wooden slats! Man, this game bitch made. Right, let's go. Let's go up this lift. I love boons, the only reason I came back to D&D, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, boons are useful if you're a survivor. But when you're a killer, I think it just adds another thing that you have to kind of keep an eye on the whole time, which is annoying. But as a survivor, yeah, I love them. Yeah, I play survivor a bit too. But no, from a killer's perspective, they were a horrifying addition. Because I noticed that a lot of killers started to play like really toxic, and they'd be very aggressive, and they'd like kind of just pick one person and like bully them out of the match. And I was like, wow, why is everyone being such a dickhead? And then I played a killer match and I was like, oh my god, I see. Right, okay. You got our boons nerfed. They needed a nerfing, I'll be honest. They needed a nerfing. The fact that people could get healed in the boon faster than the recoil from hitting them, which meant that they could just be like invincible for the whole game, was just wild. Just wild. Yeah. But no. I don't mind boons, but I wish that once you snuffed them they couldn't come back. I'm really unbiased. Yeah. Definitely. Right, I'm gonna lose my rag with this game. Let's see if I can summon anybody. I got 2 of these. What's this? Great. I don't think I'm gonna find many summon signs around here. I might get invaded, but... No summon signs. But we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye on the ground and see if we can find any. It's hard to say. I think every Souls game has its own brand of frustration, doesn't it? I dislike Bloodborne's like fundamental controls, so that's quite frustrating. Demon Souls is definitely the cruelest. Hey Intel, how you doing? May soon be Elden Ring. Yeah, I've heard that Elden Ring is really good, but the balancing is all over the place. So maybe, yeah, maybe it will, but the good thing about having balance all over the place is that if there's something that's too hard for you, you can usually go and find something that's like wildly, like, easy for you. Hey Rockhouse! Someone's pretty dead when I was playing like a month before Elden came out. Now that it's here, good luck. Thank you, Rockhouse. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being the bastion of hope in my stream. I call him Real House. Definitely Bloodborne, yeah. I'm doing alright, thanks. How are you? Really good, thanks, Intel. Really good. I'm trying to, like, batter my way through Demon Souls, and in turn I'm getting battered by Demon Souls, so I don't know what I expected. Ha ha ha! That's what you get. I've been absolutely creamed by about... by about 15 bosses so far. I really have not had an easy time. But if we can just get... Lurking while working, please don't tell my boss. Your secret is safe with us. Unless your boss offers me money for information, in which case... It was good knowing you, Rockhouse. Having to farm blood vials was dreadful. I guess they assumed that you would beat Gascoigne fast. And obviously that was not the case. But no, I didn't realise that New Game Plus was going to be so hard. I can't believe Shekel's internet went down as well. But Rockhouse, if you have the time while lurking, I would love to hear about your Demon Souls journey. Is this trophy hunting going better than the fight and dying? No. Because the things that are killing me are the things that I need to kill for trophies. Yeah. Most frustrating thing in Souls is the tendency systems. They're good on paper but not done well enough to be fun. Yeah, I remember getting the platinum for Demon Souls offline. Back on the PlayStation 3 because the servers had gone down for a long time by the time I played it. So I had to do everything offline, and they give you just enough Black Phantoms in the game that you can farm pure white character tendency by killing them. But the Black Phantoms are absolutely nails to kill. I don't know if any of you guys ever fought any of the original Black Phantoms, or even the ones on this now, but they've got thousands of HP. They've got boss amounts of HP. I don't know who had the gall to design that, but it annoys me. Also, I prefer Dark Souls 2, where you can get invaded even when you're in spirit form. And I know that's a controversial thing to say because a lot of people hate getting invaded. And I also hate getting invaded, but I don't like having to use a finite resource to be able to engage. My first Souls was Dark Souls 1, so the remake was my first go at demons. Mostly found it easier than the others, but I did figure out the tendency stuff because I like to see it all, so I had to get coins for the new armor. Oh, very nice. So you went further than the platinum then, you just did everything. Did he fall off the side? He seems to have left. Maybe I should... Well, the thing is, I want to figure out ways to level up this sword. But at the same time, I just don't take enough hits. I don't think I ever once got invaded while hollow. Possible, but not too likely. Yeah, maybe it lowers the chance. I don't remember getting invaded much, but I also played it quite late after it came out. I think I did Scholar in about... No, I think I did Dark Souls 2 in about 2019, so like 7 years after it came out. To be fair, there was still a lot of like summoning going on there, which is really cool. But... Come here, dogs. Dogs are the worst. Not like in real life. Dogs are great in real life. But in Souls, no. Also, I love that the dog can hit me through the board and I can't. That was very scary, sorry. I can hear another dog. Oh! 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 Oh, the dogs, man. The dogs. Like, every FromSoft game's got dogs. And they're always the hardest enemies to beat. Ed, if I see another one of your stones, to be fair, I could actually stand to use it. Let's do that. Yoink! The little crabs! Yes, little crabs are a little bit more kind of benevolent, aren't they? I always feel bad about the tiny mushrooms in Dark Souls 1. I hate that area as well, because I always get invaded there. Usually by real sweats. I remember one guy in Dark Souls 1, no, in the original Dark Souls 1, in the PlayStation 3 version, who invaded me with like a full twinked set. So I was like brand new, and this guy was God knows, but he had like infinite stagger weapons. So I was trying to run away and he just kept staggering me to death. I was like, can you stop? Wait until you see the barrels. Oh god. I don't know if I have seen any barrels. Well, you mean like the jug boys? Yeah, I've seen the Jug Boys. I saw when we went to the swamp, that red swamp in the Dragon Ruins warp. I saw I saw a Jug Boy like on the floor, and I couldn't figure out how to get to him. Remember, I tried to get there for ages. The Jug Boys. Good luck with the English slang. English slang. I've got a video in Elden Ring coming out tomorrow, 5 PM BST on YouTube. Don't miss it. It's about the concept of an easy mode in Dark Souls. So, if I don't get 3 death threats, I've done a bad job. Yeah. Which way now? The big jugs! No. Pots! Aww! You care too much about what people say. You told me to care more about what people say, remember? You told me not to insult people's favourite games or I was going to upset them. Whose advice do I take? Present Speedy or past Speedy? You know what I mean. No, let's keep that. Maybe if we find a better catalyst, but who can be asked? of Us 2 video went down really well, to be fair. I had a few people disagree, but not in like a nasty way, you know. Ah! I still didn't finish it as long. That's fair enough. No, I got some good feedback on that. I don't think I had anybody annoyed or upset. To be fair, I haven't refreshed it, so you know that might have changed. No, that went down well. That went down well. No worries. Yeah, I had a few people disagree, but they pick their belly button. Oh, yes, the fat officials. They do like they give themselves like a little soothing rub. We've all been there, I suppose, but at least we don't have to do that horrible gauntlet that we kept dying on with the dogs, so that's fine, I guess. I can't defend some stuff about it. Yeah, like, I really like the game, and I use the game as good examples of accessibility and, like, the way that you can kind of tweak difficulty on that game, I think is something that's really good. I don't necessarily see much point in having, like, easy, medium, hard difficulty in games. I mean, The Last of Us does have easy, medium, and hard difficulty, but I like that you can basically go into the options and be like, make the stealth AI dumber, make the auto-aim a little bit more consistent, make this a bit better, make that a bit better. I feel like, easy, medium, and hard is good for people who just kind of want to set a difficulty setting and go. But I like the idea of being able to kind of toggle things I hate dealing with, but keep the challenge and stuff that I like dealing with. Like, the old Silent Hill 2 and 3, you could set difficulty per puzzle and per combat. So you could have easy combat, but hard puzzles, which I thought was really good. I'd like more games that do that. I know Assassin's Creed Valhalla does, but you know, I like that kind of customization. I don't know, Speedy. I know a lot of people are big fans of it. If you check the comments section of that, you'll see quite a lot of loyal fans of that. Yeah. And the thing is, I think I tend to criticize stuff that I like. Because if I play something and I don't like it, I just don't play it. Like, I hated Alien Isolation. I've never done a review of that. But like with Final Fantasy VII, I liked the combat, I just didn't like the story. And with The Last of Us 2, I liked the combat, but I didn't like the story. So I talked about them. But I think criticizing stuff is a good way for it to improve, really. Well, I mean, I know that the developers aren't going to look at that and then look at stuff to improve, but I think getting into like a rhythm of healthy, constructive criticism is good. What up? Wow. People got way too upset just because they didn't like what happened, as if they took offense to the fact that the world is unfair and then they got older. Yeah, I think for me, I don't mind about what happened, but I felt that it was quite, like, the framing around it was a bit kind of contrived. I think, because obviously in the first game, the ending is really contrived. Like, Joel gets knocked out, and realistically he probably wouldn't get knocked out. And then while Joel is asleep, they put Ellie under. Like, why wouldn't they let him say goodbye to her? Why wouldn't they explain to Ellie what was going on? Why wouldn't they get Ellie's consent? Why would they then tell Joel that they'd put her under to do that without her consent? Why wouldn't they just say to Joel, like, oh, there was surgery and she died? You know, why did they lie to her but be honest with him? And then they get really horrible with him, and they won't explain it to him, and they won't let him grieve, and everything just kind of, like, domino effects. But I was like, I don't understand why everything there... I don't understand why everything there would happen in that order in that way. But because you've played the game by that point, and you've seen them together, you're like, this is bullshit, but also I feel emotionally attached, so I want to do something. Whereas with The Last of Us 2, I don't think they were as good at, like, crafting that. If that makes sense, like... Oh. Like, I liked the gameplay, and I didn't think the concept of the story was bad. But, I just didn't think that there's less drama, you can always poke holes in any story. Yeah, sort of, but I guess I guess with some stories you can cut. Well, I mean, like with the Last of Us, it was bullshit and it created drama, as you said, but I had the emotional investment to get behind it. But with The Last of Us 2, I think I played it 4 times round, and I was like, Abby's gone on a quest of revenge that's been on for like 4 years, and then Ellie goes on a quest of revenge that goes on, like, because Ellie's story is like 2 or 3 years long, because obviously the trip to Seattle, Mel tells Owen she's pregnant before they go, and then she's 9 months pregnant by the time they get there, so that's a long trip. And then obviously Dina has their baby, and their baby is about 1 or 2 years old by the time Tommy appears to tell Ellie that she knows where Abby is, so that's like 2 years. And then they go to Santa Barbara, and by the time she's come back, Dina's gone and the house has been empty for a long time, so that's like another 6 months. When you think about it, that's a long time to be like consumed by revenge. I guess there was just a lot of like things that came together in that like in the first, I was like, this is quite an unlikely story, but you know, I care enough about the characters that I could get into it, but I just couldn't suspend my disbelief for the second, and I think it affected how much I kind of cared about what was going on. Right, I'm just gonna leave him. Yeah, like, I don't expect stories to make perfect sense, like you said. I definitely don't expect everything to be 100% accurate. Like, I completely understand that sometimes you do have to contrive situations to make drama. Like, it's respectable. But yeah, like, suspension of disbelief, within, like, the logic of that world, I just didn't resonate with it in a way. Yeah, like, I don't think Abby should have died at all. By the end of it, I loved Abby. Abby was my favourite character. Thought she was brilliant. My favourite bit with her was right at the end, where Ellie gets her down, and Abby goes like, I disagree that someone's revenge grudge would die down just because a lot of time passed. I can see why you would have a grudge against somebody for, like, a long time. If somebody killed somebody that I loved, I would definitely have a grudge against them for years. But I wouldn't chase them cross-country. Like, when you think about the risk that Ellie is doing to herself and to Dina, who she knows is pregnant, like, they're out there for, like, years. They're out there for years looking for somebody. Like, when you think about the risk to them, the fact that they could get captured and murdered or worse, the fact that there are, like, infected everywhere, like, I don't know. I feel like she just needed a little bit of therapy or something. Like, I can understand Abby's hatred as well, but to essentially give your life just to kill somebody is kind of wild. That did no damage. I get why Ellie would. We can agree to disagree. Right. Magic doesn't seem to be working at all. So, you know, let's hit it. I just don't think that Naughty Dog know how to write humans. Did you know that The Last of Us 1 originally had a storyline where Joel betrays Tess and Tess goes cross-country to chase and kill Joel? The storyline of The Last of Us 2 was pitched when they were designing The Last of Us 1. And the co-writer on the project, a guy called Evan, said, that's a fucking stupid idea, and talked Druckmann out of it. And it was binned. Because nobody on the project could understand why anybody would go cross-country for revenge. Like, it just doesn't happen. And obviously Evan's off the project by The Last of Us 2. Nobody's there to tell Druckmann, man, this is ridiculous. But, you know, I'm not a particularly violent person, so I guess I can't understand why somebody would do that. I feel like you'd have to be unwell to go out of your way to murder somebody like that. But when The Last of Us 2 came out and everybody was shitting on the story, the old co-writer who talked Druckmann out of it in the first place was liking tweets where people were talking about how bad the story was. I just think that, not in terms of forgiveness, I just think in terms of, like, effort, mentally taxing, like, just, you've got a life to live. Like, throwing that all away just to kill some bitch, like, who cares? I don't know. Just, they both just come off sad by the end. Like, bearing in mind Ellie's 19 years old, I'm like, I just don't think you've been written by a person. I think Druckmann was like, The Last of Us 1 is a story of love. The Last of Us 2 is a story of hate. I'm like, shut up. Shut your mouth. Yeah, like, bloody revenge is a lot of effort. Considering so many people die for it as well. Like, I don't know. It could have been good, is all I'm saying, is it could have been good. Hopefully they don't make a 3. Murdering Fools is the only thing they have. That's true, actually. Murdering Fools and playing, like, the same song on guitar over and over again. Because like, Joel's like, I'm going to teach you one song, and I want you to play it all the time. And Ellie's like, roger that. The backtracking. Wait, what backtracking? Oh, I applied for some sponsorships today for the stream. I don't think I'm gonna get accepted. I asked if you had a problem with Final Fantasy story or characters. Both. I'd say I have like 20% of a problem with the story because it's just a bit silly. But like silly is fine and it's not awful. But I'd say like 80% of the problems with the characters. I just liked Aerith and Tifa's portrayal. I also hated Jesse's portrayal. Bit like Wedge is a really offensive and rude, like, fat person stereotype. The only thing he does is talk about food, and I'm like, it's just rude. Oh. Quick, stand still and eat grass. I don't mind the structure of the story too much, and I don't even particularly think that it went on... Oh god. I was in the fire. I don't even particularly think that the story was too long either, it was just a bit padded. All the conversations they have that you can't skip. I'm like, this is a cutscene, come on. Right, so we're pretty low on grass. We are very low on grass. I think there are a few places we can buy grass, but I don't think I can physically reach them. I'm not sure. I wish Demon Souls had the Estus system. I know a lot of people really like the grass system, being that you can have loads of grass. But the fact that you can have no grass gets to me. Like, I've seen a lot of people being like, I love that I can carry as much grass as I want around and be able to use it. And I'm like, I also really like being able to use lots of grass as well. But at times when you're really struggling against a boss and you're dying really fast, having no grass is a pain. Right, we're going. I have no time to fight him. I gotta think about what to do here. Oops. Working on 3 games. Ugh. Hopefully it's another Uncharted. I've only played the first 2 Uncharted, but I'm like, this is a formula you could probably maintain for a while. Just do a few more. Can't wait for, like, The Last of Us Revelations. I love the, we have a Let's Talk About Games channel in the server, and I love that, because it's all Elden Ring discussion, it's just, strips of, like, spoiler tags. Hey, kid, how you doing? You've caught me losing my rag. Vagina spider. I love your insight. Right, I reckon we can kill the spider with enough practice, you know? There we go. It's just the tunnel you have to run up towards him, I guess. No. Damn. Ooh. Cool. Right. Off to another. I don't have any healing items now, so we are going to, what's Yonic? We don't have any healing items, so we should go. The Overwatch 2 beta is coming soon. Hopefully that doesn't mean everybody leaves Overwatch 1, because I haven't got all the trophies for that yet. I'm still going. Alright, Latria time. Ah, thank you, Scobie. Do I get vagina from that spider? I'm gonna say, if it was very sick, yes. Right. If I have to backstab fish, I'll backstab fish. But he's got all of these have an attack where they do like a big AoE, so I'll have to be careful for that. Also, I'm waiting for a sneeze, but it's not here yet. Those fish. Right, what is this? I need heals. We could buy heals, but the only I don't think I have anything bright. The only heals that we can buy at the moment are the like weakest ones, so they're the kinds where we'll need to use about 15 of them to fully heal. Right. 8 fact app. Does it only have 8 facts? Birch, you've not finished the platinum for this game. You will need those for when you do it. Hopefully we'll find some as we go. I'm not going to be running up against the idol statue this time. I think there's a different way you can get there, but I can't remember for sure. I do not know how that was a backstab. New Game Plus is awful, yes. I'm gonna juggle that out. Juggle, I can't do it. What's New Game Plus? So New Game Plus is a mechanic in all Souls games and a bunch of other games where you can start the game fresh, but with all of your items and your level, but the enemies are significantly harder. So in most of the Souls games, like I remember in Dark Souls 1, New Game Plus makes you an absolute beast. But in Demon Souls, you are wildly underdone. And every enemy seems to one-shot me, so... Alright. Let's try something else. I'm sure once we make a breakthrough somewhere, we'll, sorry, I'm explaining to Shekel why I'm devastated. So, we've tried every single one of these levels, and I've not been able to make leeway anywhere. Maybe we should have just saved Scum the Plat. So we don't need to do New Game Plus, but we need items from New Game Plus. So, for example, for all spells, you need a bunch of boss cells, but for all miracles, you also need a bunch of boss cells. Boss souls. So, because you only get one boss soul per new game cycle, when you go up to you have to go into New Game Plus to get it twice if you need to use it for a miracle and a spell. There's one that is we need 3 of, so we'll have to do that in New Game Plus 2. So we have to go into New Game Plus and then New Game Plus 2. But yeah, that's basically because we need multiple of the same item. We could have save scummed it, to be fair. Kinda wish I had now. Oh yeah, I gotta swap my thing. If I could level up my weapon, that would be great, but I don't know if I can. Also, we've run out of heals as well, so we're in dire straits. I do have a miracle, I think, called Second Chance, which is basically a quick revive, which is useful. So we might end up having to start casting miracles, because we need one. The problem with when we get to Adjudicator, there's that attack he can do with his tongue that like knocks you off the side. The problem with it is that it's a one-shot and it has no telegraph, because I guess you can hear the bird squeak, but that's a lot of timing to have to learn. No worries, Speedy. I'll see you around. I'll try. Please be a heal. Oh, it's a heal. Oh my god, I dodged an arrow by picking an item up. Oh, that's the worst heal I've ever seen. Oh, thank god. Right, another one. This is nails. This is actually nails. Right. Let's go back to the Nexus. Let's think about this. I'm gonna see if I can speak to the blacksmith. Saw a news item today with some bad news for the Star Wars Eclipse's game development. Is David Cage asking people to piss for him or something? Apparently loads of people have been leaving that project. Apparently he's not very nice to work with. Yeah, apparently. I thought it was later than that actually, but it's crazy that they've announced it so early.
What does it matter?
Right. We need 4 Dragonstone chunks, and we can't access those until we've beaten the spider. What about this? We don't have any of that. Okay. I wonder if they're offering even a living wage. Right, well, we've got everything repaired. Can we no-hit a spider? I can't imagine it's brilliant fun. I feel like you have to do a little, like, webcam check every time you go to the toilet. Yeah. They pay absolute peanuts in gaming because they know that people love it, but like people like cost of living is soaring right now. People are like, yeah, I love games, but I also love being warm, having hot water. I think we'll ever do this. Just thinking, do we have any fire resistant armor maybe? We potentially do. If we do, then that's sound. Thank you, Scobie. I don't think... Oh, he might drop grass, actually. He might be our only source of grass for a while as well. I don't think any of the miners drop grass. So he might be worth killing. Well, we need his grass now, because, Christ. Do you have any grass? Oh, thank God he's got 1 grass. Okay. I want to have the dark moon grass, but I don't know. It's a one-use thing. Yeah. He does seem like the kind of person to bother women, doesn't he? Come on, buddy. Yes. Hey, Maverick. How you doing? I think what I'll do is send the elevator up for when we inevitably die. Maverick, you've caught me probably like on my last shred of sanity. This might be a fairly short stream. Why on earth have they decided to put an elevator shaft into the bowels of the planet? Right, we got one piece of grass, so we got a spider that needs to be squashed. Ow. Okay. Well. Maybe this is just one of those days where Demon Souls doesn't work, you know? You get a downvote for that. This is solid. This is solid. Boletaria is solid. Everything kills us in one hit. We have no heals left. I just don't know where to begin.
I'm stockpiling this now, but I would be happy to leave. Rest assured, best of luck to you.
Oh, sorry. Well, he's got some stuff that we could use. Let me see. Can I not compare? Do you have anything that is good for... what armor do we want? Fire resistance armor. Demon's Souls. If you have a bow and arrows and the thief's ring, you can stand in the corridor and fire away at him. But I don't have the dex to use any bows. I'm not sure actually, to be honest, Egghead. I've never been able to keep track of stuff like that. I just wait for my mum to tell me. Anything fire defense? Notes and tips go here. Get the best fire resistance. Best fire resistance is obtained by combining different pieces of sets. Brushwood helmet, Murden scale mail, Murden gauntlets, Murden leggings. I don't have any of that. Brushwood Greaves. Maybe I should have spec'd into a bow and arrow from the beginning. This New Game Plus is giving me is making me question my decisions. Let's try Tower Knight again. But you can't respec in Demon Souls, which sucks. I don't know what max level is in Demon Souls, but maybe it's eventually you just kind of get to a point where you can just be every build, but I'm not there, if such a place exists. Quick, quick, quick. It looks amazing. Yeah, I think so too, Mav. To be fair, I wonder how you would even balance something like that. Ellen. I wonder how you'd even balance something like that in an open world. I suppose it's not too difficult to balance. It's just nice not to have to deal with it. It would be really nice to be able to have all of my HP without having to use a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, because Stones of Ephemeral Eyes are so rare in this. Like, I needed to die in Worlds to get Black Will Tendency like 20 something times in my previous game, well, in the New Game cycle, and it was not easy. Couldn't find any. Right, this one now, please. Cool. I would love to pick up all that grass. Maybe we should just farm these bridges for a bit. Soldier's Lotus? Nah. Right, let's get this, then this, then this. Then this. This is a good amount of grass. And Soul Ray. Because he's weak to magic, but I can't seem to hit him with any. % of your health in exchange for increased poise. What a random consumable. Is poise a big thing in Elden Ring then? No. No, 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 no. I'm out of here. No! Oh, that's right. Whew. I don't this guy's got friendly fire off, but it kind of seems like he does. Also, I used Soul Ray on him on stop on the PS3 version, and this time it doesn't seem to be able to hit him at all. I love rolling backwards when my character rolls forwards. I guess because I'm pressing back on the stick, so maybe it does it relative to where the Tower Knight is. Stop. Can I hear the dragon? Goodness. Okay, let's use a crescent moon grass. What previously wasn't fun about faith builds? Jesus Christ. I don't seem to be hitting him at all. I don't know if Soul Ray has got really bad range. It could be the case. Also, I can't seem to lock onto him at all. I know that I can't hit through his shield, but I remember doing this on PS3 and having a really easy time with it. I think I could hit his head a lot easier for some reason. Can you lock on? Not really. No, I can't hit his head. Even when it makes, even when it definitely makes contact with his head, it will not let me hit it. Ow! Hey Kaz. Hey Andy, how you doing? It's going okay. We've not been having much luck with Demon Souls today. No, don't roll into it, you dickhead. Sorry. Please let me win. Oh, we finally killed something. It took us almost 2 hours. OBS won't connect to Twitch. Interesting. And have you seen on their Twitter that they're having issues? I've had to do that before and I hate it. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Oh. God, this has got the worst New Game Plus. And thank you, Butch. I'm good, thank you, Andy. We have been kind of pitter-pattering back and forth between worlds on this, just trying to win one. Just trying to win one thing. 404 is a weird one, because 404 kind of implies that it's not there, when obviously it is. Like, error 404 is like, doesn't exist, doesn't it? Where's my Demon Souls to-do list? Hard Demon goes to Freak. Well, maybe we haven't met Freak yet. Yeah, it's just 404 is always website doesn't exist in a way, doesn't it? Or couldn't connect if we wanted to, kind of thing. I think we can use both of these. Yeah, use this too. Alright, can I level up now? No, I'm 200 off. Do I need the old one's soul at all? I don't think so. Still, that's quite a big one to give away, isn't it? Do you need old one's soul for Demon's Soul? I don't think you do, but I'll check. Yeah, we don't need it. Oh. Well, that's probably why we're a bit underleveled. Let's get this, and then let's get one of those, and then some of those. Actually, we don't need any more magic memory. We use it on this. I don't know if any of the weapons we have scale with souls either. Yeah, that'll work. I can connect with the stream key, but no chat, no stream stats, and no activity feed. That is really strange. What have you tried? Like, I mean, have you tried, like, reinstalling OBS? Has it been a recent update, maybe? Let's buy every, grass he's got. Right. So we have much higher level now. A bit more HP, you can't really see. Do we want to try Spider again? I think we should probably try Spider again. I feel a little bit more positively about this. That's crazy, Cass. Especially because, from what I understand, it's just you, which means that it must be a situation with your connection specifically. Especially because it's happened before as well. I imagine it just kind of resolved itself. Oh! Well, hopefully that's it then, yeah. I love Down Detector. Mainly because, like, Down Detector never fixes anything, but it makes me feel like I'm not alone. Like, if I've got an issue with something, like I had Discord problems the other day, a little while before they actually started to, like, properly hit. And I was worried that it was because, my work VPN had like blocked Discord or something, and I was like, no, I'll check down detector, and it was like, ah yes, the reports are coming in now. So how many times did we level up there? Like 7 times? We're level 74 now. I don't know what we should be. I remember the advisable level for New Game Plus on Dark Souls 1 was like 120. But Dark Souls 1 New Game Plus was, first of all, very easy. And second of all, Dark Souls had more content than this, I think. My character's been out of breath since she started running as well. This really is a role-playing game. If we can max out our magic skill, I'm talking like get it up to like... What did I have it before? I think I had it up to 60 the first time I played Demon Souls, sorry. If we can get something like that, we'll easily be able to finish the rest of this game. But obviously, to get it like that, we need to have the souls to get it that far. And to get the souls, we need to win many fights. Okay. Let's do Full Moon Grass. Oh dear. Stop spamming me with the web. I'm just getting webbed. Okay, that did very little, so... Oh! Time to go! Well, we've achieved not much. Do you no longer need to die? No. I mean, if I die in the Worlds, it'll be worse, because the World tendency will drop, but I don't need to die in the Nexus. Jesus Christ. Great. Well, the smithing grounds slowly, bit by bit, goes down through the world tendency, but I can't believe Overwatch 2 is actually a thing. I thought it was like an elaborate joke. Can't believe that spider does that much damage. Somebody was like, hey, what armor should I wear against the spider? And the first comment was like, don't worry about armor, just use the thieves ring and a bow and arrow. And the person was like, brilliant, thank you. And I was like, I don't have the stats to wield a bow and arrow. I really wish that you'd have kept your beak out of this. That was on me. To be fair, I feel like I had some pretty bad RNG with that. He kept using his webs when I was right in front of him. And I think the webs are supposed to be his ranged attacks, or like at least mid to long range. He should have kind of moved on to pincers there, but he didn't for whatever reason. Just didn't fancy it, I guess. This really sweet little kid found me on YouTube, and they are really lovely and really sweet. Bless them, you know. They saw my video, they liked my video. They added me on PlayStation, you know, super blessed. Just kid stuff. But they added me on PlayStation, and now they won't stop inviting me to voice chats. And I'm like, this is really lovely, but like, we started talking 2 days ago. Don't really think it's appropriate for me, a 26-year-old, to be in a group, in a voice chat with like a 13-year-old. I don't know. You know, I keep saying no. I'm like, happy to, because they asked me like, oh, how do I get this trophy on Dauntless? I can see you've got it, and I was like, oh, you just do this and this. You know, I'm happy to do that kind of thing. I'm happy to help them get trophies and things like that, but I've just checked my PSN app, because I have notifications disabled on while streaming. But I've just checked my PSN app. They've started a voice call with me, and I have like 4 messages from them. It's blessed, but, you know, it's not appropriate. Well, back up the fucking road. Ow. Hey, potatoes. Not much, thanks. How you doing? We're just struggling through New Game Plus on this absolute hostile game experience. Yeah, invited. Hey, how'd you like the PS5? I like it very much, thank you. I've wanted one for a long time. My old PS4 was really, really packing in. And it was no longer functional at all. So yeah, very happy to have a PS5. How you doing? Oh, how are the exams going, Petites? Oh. Right. You get at MSRP? I'll have, what's it? Is MSRP a D's nuts joke? It feels good to actually get some stuff done. My god. So far, so good. Glad to hear it. I love that you've got people arguing in TeamSpeak about an if-else formula. Oh, no, I paid the normal price. Oh yeah, we call that RRP, I think, for recommended retail price. What's so MSRP, market suggested retail price? I want a higher equip burden. But I don't know if 1 point in that will help. I guess having just a little bit of resistance would be really nice, but let's just do this. Ha! I have not got Gilf. Who is these? Ah, I see, Andy. Manufacture. Ah, I got you. One second. Let me tell this kid to stop. If I'm in a voice chat. A reunion. Hello, good Gilf. How you doing? I see you've been hard at work in the Elden Ring discussion. I think this is the right way. Yeah, I'm really glad you like it. It's good to see so many people talking about it. I'll be honest, I get really curious about what's under the spoiler tags, so I just read most of them. I know I'm not supposed to because they are indeed spoilers, but they are also very interesting, so they get in read. Anybody else? I don't need hardstone. I need a dragonstone, I think. About how far have you got, Godgilf? Do you kind of know a rough quantity of how far you are through the main story, or...? We gotta get down to Flame Lurker, like, pronto. What's the fastest way to him? On here, I think? Yeah, I heard that the parkour on it is, like, wild. I heard the parkour is, like, hilariously broken, but in a good way. Especially like the horse parkour. Oh, very nice, Godgilf. You've done way more than me, to be fair. I've been trying to finish other games on the backlog first before I commit to it, but I have really just not been motivated to play games at all. I love that the horse has a double jump. Like, whose idea was that, you know? This way? SE. Stream elements. Do you think maybe that's why it's messing up for you? Right, we have to go. You get 6,000 souls just for killing one of those, which is pretty good. Hopefully it drops us some chunks. No. Hey, Shek. Shek, I had a breakthrough. I was definitely on the verge of calling it a night. But I've managed to beat the Tower Knight, and I've managed to beat the Armored Spider. But I really, really was on the verge of calling it. Yeah. We were in Breakdown City, but thankfully we aren't in Breakdown City anymore. We've left Breakdown City. Yeah, exactly. That's, you know, diamonds forged under pressure and all that, I guess. New Game Plus has been vile. I got your message about Shrine of Storms being doable, and I get to the skeletons on the balcony, and then they all bully me to death. Not on the balcony, like the overlook bit. I just get absolutely wrecked by skeletons. Demon Souls was definitely the more experimental of FromSoft's work. So, like, it's got some parts that are much easier and some parts that are much harder. Like, for example, Dragon God is far easier than he looks. But, the worlds are quite hard. Hopefully we can get some chunks. Yeah, I took Firestorm off because I wanted to use Soul Ray on the Tower Knight, because that's what I did on PlayStation 3. I stood up on the big balcony and would like Soul Ray down on his head. But I don't know if his fight has been adjusted in any way, but for some reason they weren't even hitting him. Maybe I was using a different soul spell back when I did it the first time. But it was really strange. Like, even if it hit squarely on his head, it would kind of just dissipate as though it hit his shield. It was very annoying. I could hit his legs with it, obviously, but like if I was hitting his legs with it, I may as well have just been hitting him. Hey Jack, I missed the invisible walls in the PS3 version. Oh, which invisible walls? Oh dear. Oh, thank God. Ooh. Oh, some full moon grass. Let's put that on here. Let's have that at the top. Aww. Wait, why did we take damage? I mean, why did we get souls? Yeah, no signs. I agree, Jack. Dance, you groovy lava monkey. Just love listen to my character scream every now and again. Wow, that was quite a spinneroo. He's fired! That wasn't too bad, Jack. You can stay. That wasn't too bad. I just love the way he like bounces around. That's better. Oh, you must refresh. Poor nerd, he had a busy day at work. Yes, we are. I love fighting Flame Lurker. I find Flame Lurker okay, but Armored Spider absolutely ruined my day. Like also, I didn't realise that the old one's soul gave you 200k souls, so, you know, those 7 or 8 levels we got from that was welcome. But even so. Oh, chunks. I don't know how many we need, but it's worth us going to have a look. Let's go to the Nexus first. How many of these games have you played? I've played all of them now. So I got... The first one I played was Dark Souls 1 on the PS3. I got the Platinum for that. Really liked that. And that was still really busy when I played it as well, which was good. And then I did Demon Souls on the PS3. And then I did Dark Souls 2 on the PS3. Then I did Bloodborne. And then Dark Souls 1 again. And then Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin on PS4. Then we did Dark Souls 3. Then we did Sekiro. Then we did a bit of Elden Ring. And we put it on hold so that we could finish Demon Souls, which we'd started before it. So yeah, all of them. But we haven't done like Armored Core, all those ones. I don't think those are available on PlayStation at least. What about you, Jack? Your Dragon God is like, if you're not in the right mood for Dragon God, you'll feed 14 times in a row. So I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean about Dragon God. Like if you're not feeling that, you'll just get beaten. But one good thing I do know about him is that his eyes go red if he's seen you. And you can like quickly jump into cover, but his eyes will be yellow if he's searching for you. So I feel like it's a good, pretty good strat to keep an eye on his face. You're messed up and miscollects what the beginning of the game and chapter select resets your progress. What, for like the whole chapter or for the whole game? I got pretty burned out with the newer stuff. Yeah, I think the thing about Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 is my favourite, so if you want reasons to replay Dark Souls 2, I'll be happy to deliver. You know, I love Dark Souls 2. But, I know what you mean, like, it's so different from all the others, and it's definitely the slowest one, that it's so kind of hostile to pick up. The whole game? Jesus. I do that too, Gilf. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got him down to like 2/3 health. If I just keep smacking at him now, I'll easily kill him. I think the weirdest thing about the Dragon God is that he's got abs. I'm like, he doesn't need abs. Thank God for that. Don't think I was intended to survive that at all. Doing magic builds has reined in my greed. Ah, so you've been doing a magic build in Elden Ring then? It's weird because I think I have more fun playing Souls games when I play them in co-op. So it's like, I feel like doing something like Elden Ring with friends would be so exciting and so fun. But I'm also the kind of person who feels like I haven't done it properly unless I've done at least one solo playthrough. But like, why does I was just gonna say, why does my first playthrough have to be the solo one? I don't know. I get a funny kind of insecurity about it. Crash Bandicoot Remake came out and people said it was too hard. To be fair, I have all the platinum trophies for Crash Bandicoot Remake and they were the hardest plats I've ever done. So I will agree with that. The Crash Bandicoot platinums, at least, are really hard. Really hard. I'm currently working through Crash 4 and it has broken me. I've had to take a break from it. It's so hard. I remember, Shekel, I remember you saying that you got stuck somewhere but you couldn't do anything about it because there was nobody else at your level for it. How far are you through Crash 4? I've just finished the Platinum Relic today for Ship Happens. Just got the time trial for that. So I need to do so yeah, I'm just over halfway in terms of like getting platinum and perfect relics, but it's getting to the point now where the platinum relics take 3 hours. At first the platinum relics would take 3 hours and then the perfect relics would take like 3 tries. It was one of those where you do your platinum relic, that's all you practiced on, and then you can come and do the perfect relic no problem. But now it's getting to the point where the platinum relic takes 3 hours and then the perfect relic takes 3 hours. And like, doing the platinum relics is a lot more relaxing than doing the perfect relics, in my opinion, because with the platinum relics you just trial and error. You just trial and error to the end and then you get it, or you don't, and you know, there's no stakes to it, there's no stress to it. But like with the perfect relics where you have to get every single box, it's like a 15-minute slow run. So you can't, yeah, because it's gonna be like that. I was so scared. I would spend like 3 hours on like this perfect run, and then you get to the end of like a 15-minute thing, and all of a sudden you just die to something. You have to do it all again. No dillo-dallying was the hardest perfect relic I've done so far, and it was awful. And I googled it to see what other people thought, and other people were like, oh yeah, dillo-dallying was like definitely 9th on my list of 10 hardest ones, and I hadn't done any of the first 9, and I was like, oh my god, stop. The relics are shit. My friend hurt his thumb speeding it. The relics are awful. Yeah. If a game puts a feature in, they intended you to use it. I agree. Only the host gets progression. I think that was the same in all of them, to be fair. The one I talked about in Video Game Club, the one everyone is talking about, took me forever, but I respect him. Oh yeah, with the bleed, right? The croc one with the Frogger section at the end is the worst relic. Okay. Yeah, I mind play. I was surprised to see that I quite liked playing as Dingodile. And I liked playing as Cortex as well, but it's just, the game is just so big. Like, I think I would be done with Crash 1 by now. In the time it's taken me to get halfway through Crash 4. The game is just huge. Like, it's got no business being the size it is. It's ridiculous. Oh wait, Dragon Chunks. Oh yeah, Spyro is so easy. Like, Spyro is all about being an easy game. I love Spyro. Crash Bandicoot is just mentally, when facing the stairs, turn right, you can find 2 chunks of Dragonstone behind a column. I think I've done that one. When facing the stairs, turn right. Yeah, I think that was the one I found. Alright, let's go and get some bear bugs, I guess. I think the thing about Cortex is that A, he doesn't have a double jump. The amount of times I've been foiled by the fact that I thought that he had a double jump and then I just eat shit. And B, I keep getting confused between his, like, zoom and his, like, firing his gun. Like, I will think that I've pressed a button to zoom, and all of a sudden I'll fire the gun, and then I'll fall in some water or something. Yeah, I just don't expect him to not be able to double jump for some reason. Yeah, I think, from what I've seen, strength doesn't seem to be a particularly, like, useful playstyle with some of the later bosses. And see you soon, Kez. I think, from what I can understand, a lot of the bosses in the late game are really, really fast, so maybe Dex is the way. But maybe also, maybe they'll change that, so. God, bring us back ADP. ADP! Chunky damage. God, miss ADP. I don't miss ADP. Where is the Crystal Lizard Cave guarded by the 3 red phantoms? Oh, okay, thanks. Yes. Yes. Enigma. Yes. I've run out of oxygen in my muscles and I need some ADP. These guys can spawn them too. We only need 2 chunks, I think, so if he drops 1, then we're solid. The boss. I think I've seen the boss. I think it got posted on Twitter today with no spoiler tags, so I think I saw it. Looks like a chicken. Yeah, I think some weapons like scale off certain skills. I remember like the Claymore in Dark Souls 1 scaled off strength. Alright, nerd. Well, I mean Enigma, not nerd strength. Scobie's brain has become too big. You remind me of when I was like studying for GCSEs and stuff, and I would just have a brain full of information it never needed to use. Applies toxic. That's cool. Don't get many of them. How do I leave? Well, at least they've got a cool meta, right? I'm lost. Let's go back to the Flame Lurker and just go up to Armored Spider. Yeah, I found that Elden Ring was so kind of dilute that I forgot to level when I was playing it. Like, the graces are so close to each other, and the levels are like so big that, you know, like in the original Dark Souls games and stuff, you'd have like a very linear section, kind of like a chapter, and it would be kind of bookended by bosses. And you just have like that segment to like pick up souls in and shards in, and you'd get more than enough stuff there to make sure that you were like kitted out for the rest of for that next boss. I feel like that's probably a lot easier for them to kind of recapture with an open world game for obvious reasons. I guess the whole area is probably kitted out enough, but yeah, that must be the hardest thing to balance. Elden Ring is the closest PvP-wise to Elden Ring. I would hope so. I was gonna say. I would certainly hope so. Where is this, tunnel? By Fat Official. Okay, thanks. You find so many grace sites. Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of what I meant, like, instead of having, like, you know, a linear track. Because I remember when I was doing Dark Souls, I'd cash in levels one at a time. But I guess it was because you'd get to a checkpoint and you'd be like, oh thank god, here's a checkpoint. And you'd kind of level up what you had. But, with Elden Ring, I forget to. I don't know what it is about the open world formula, but it just doesn't occur to me to kind of follow that efficient leveling. I remember the bonfires in Dark Souls 3 that were like next to each other. I can't remember where it was, but you'd get a bonfire and then you'd open a door and there'd be another bonfire on the other side. Was that in Cathedral? Yeah, that's flat. Oh, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. A mod removed it. That's rude. I love that because that in theory doesn't matter at all. Like, with stuff like that, they're too close for you to get any benefit from both of them, so it's not even like you're getting an advantage from it, but it's just such a strange choice. A shortcut for the Lothric princes. Yes. This game is unbalanced. Ah, sweet. We got all the chunks we need now. Thanks for that shit. Oh. What's this? Clearstone chunk. Lame. Sometimes Shek does an all caps LMAO. But it has to be like something off Live Leaks to get a laugh like that from him. I don't know if weapons only go up to +5 on this, but if so, I'll have a maxed out dragon sword, and then I'm gonna accidentally over-click and disassemble it. I usually get sidetracked and end up exploring so much rather than complete the objective. That's kind of cool, I guess, because I assume you level and collect things while you're doing it. Yeah, I think I say lol when I actually lol now. You actually seem like boggled by this, Shekel. I love when we arrived in Elden Ring and Yami went, "You can die anywhere. You can die on that mountain over there." I was like, that's exactly what Elden Ring is, isn't it? Dragon Sword +5. Okay, yeah, it doesn't go up any further than that. Do not do anything more with that, but... Oh yeah, I don't have any moonstone chunks at all, so... Death is coming. I see what you mean about hating the fact that they remove Storm Ruler just to make it a proper fight, but then don't nerf his HP. So it just becomes like a 10-year fight. Where is this? Waxy Cow. Where's she gone? Oh, she's there. Sorry. You look like a miserable puddle. Apparently, so despite the fact that they've bragged it's a 40-hour DLC, apparently Power PYX has finished it in 12 hours. So it's a £32 DLC that has less content in it than the Island DLC. So, yeah, that's what I've seen. Okay, right, we've actually done this. What next? You know what? Next I'm gonna go for a wee, but after that, what next? There's a cat treat on my seat. Yeah, I don't know whether or not it's worthwhile waiting for that DLC to go on sale. I love that Miyazaki said it's a 30-hour game, because it definitely doesn't seem to be. Like, considering Shek went full steam ahead at trying to get through it as fast as he could, and it took him, like, 100. I've seen that nerd. I've been watching Lobos Jr. Well, I mean, I've not been watching because spoilers, but I've been following Lobos Jr. as he's been doing a Soul Level 1 run practice. And basically he's just going into every boss and practicing perfect parries on them just over and over and over again until he can parry them to death. And then I think he lets them kill him. And then I think he starts again. I don't know who to do next. Maybe Shrine of Storms. Hey, Krun! Yeah, I think he said something like, if you rush through the main story, he said 30 hours, but if you try and collect everything, it's like more than 100. He did one of those kind of estimations. Hey, nerd, if you weren't a trophy hunter, what kind of gaming do you think you'd do? I think I would be in speedrunning if I did the trophy hunt. And also, let's swap this. Yeah, because you and I clearly like earning goals and victories, but I guess before I did trophy hunting, I would just 100% everything I played. But I played things like Harvest Moon. So I remember I had like an 800-hour save slot on Harvest Moon DS Cute, and was nowhere near 100%. Oh, well, it sounds like you get your money's worth for it, Crumb. I love accidentally shoving enemies. MMO's a shout, to be fair. I've been thinking about doing Final Fantasy XIV, but the plat on PS4 is 500 hours, and apparently very boring, but I thought if I did that plat and then exported my data to the PS5, I'd be 500 hours into the PS5 plat, which is a 2,000 hour plat. But you need to join like proper raid groups for it. It's one of those plats that asks you to do everything. And Final Fantasy XIV has a lot of content, and I just don't think I'm willing to give myself to it. Yeah, same, Crun, same. Like, this is definitely, in my opinion, the best looking game on PlayStation 5. I did it! And it probably is my favourite game. Soul Calibur always stays my favourite franchise though. Yes, your beloved Soul Calibur. I go down there. Oh, I'll go here. I almost jumped to my death, didn't I? I've been human for a while and have not been invaded. I agree. Wow. Are you on performance mode? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, this is a bit framey, isn't it? Let's nip this back down. I feel a bit sick already. Yeah. Ah, I see. I don't think it, I actually don't think it particularly went up in terms of frames. It felt like it went down. It got a bit juddery. I don't think my console could handle it. Okay. So the adjudicator's kind of hard. I do like that the Vanguard is kind of like a weaker version of him, though. I think that's cool. Down. Right, let's go, let's go. Down. 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 Yes! Well, to be fair, this corner of my room has stuff in it, but the whole other half of the room is still empty. I do intend to get a sofa one day, but I can't decide whether or not I want to stay here for another year, or whether or not I want to move again. The main thing about moving is the fact that I need help to move, and I think asking my parents to help me move often is unfair. But I only moved here because I needed somewhere cheap to live, but it's definitely not as cheap as I thought it would be to live here. I don't know whether to move somewhere cheaper. Oh. To be fair, I could have put on a ring of, like, magical ability or something. Magical sharpness or magical dullness or whatever. Ow! Ow! Hey, Corny, how you doing? Probably another city? Oh dear, I don't have enough, spice. I hope so. Yeah, at least we can grab spice now. Maybe that was a subconscious throw. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was becoming more and more worried as time went on. I was like, what am I gonna do? Purchase. Fresh spice, alright. How much are we gonna need? Like, 20? Maybe more? Elden spice. What kind of demon souls do I... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna try and avoid spending demon souls. Yeah, let's get 14 grand's worth of spice. That'll do. And we'll get special grass. That's it. Okay. Anything else? No. But yeah, hey Connie, how you doing? No, I don't know what to do with myself. My lease is up in April. And a part of me is like, if I plan to stay, I should sign a lease for another year, so I've kind of got protection if my landlady suddenly randomly decides to kick me out. And my landlady is a bit cold, so maybe she's the kind of landlady that would randomly decide to do that. I mean, they still have to give you warning, but even so, I'd be very stressed if I suddenly got told I needed to vacate, even if I had like 3 months. I'll see you soon, Enigma. Have a good class. I'm glad, Boshi. I looked at living in Canada, but they told me that I'd have to do an English speaking and writing exam, despite being a native speaker. And I was like, well, how often are these exams held? And they were like, a few times a year, also they're a few £100. And I was like, don't really want to spend a few £100 on proving I could speak English, like... And because also they were like, you need to do that before we'll consider you for any of the checks. And I was like, can you consider me for the checks first? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay. That sounds like an enormous waste of money. A huge gamble. I imagine indeed. Oh. But no, I'm like, maybe I should move a bit further north and live near my parents, my family. But then I'd be nowhere near my mates. The thing is, all my friends, all my uni mates are couples that live in and around London. So they're like dual income, university educated, so like good salary now, good wage. Some of them own houses. But it's like, I can't afford to own a house in and around London. You're wild. It is kind of absurd. I was like, I'll happily do an exam, but the fact that I have to like wait several months to take a test to prove it, I don't know. It's like, you guys can't be that desperate. I'd live somewhere cool, like Australia. But Australia's probably got even worse checks to get in. I remember when my parents were my age, they went to live in Australia for 2 years. They just lived there, and to put food on the table, they just did odd jobs around Australia, like while they were travelling. And I was like, I don't really think it's that my mum was like, why don't you just move to Australia and do what me and your father did? And I was like, You can't do that anymore, Jane. Like, you definitely can't do that anymore. But I would definitely live somewhere like that. I've got family in New Zealand. I've got some family near Los Angeles as well. But I'm like, the UK aren't doing pretty too great right now, but the US is definitely not. And I don't think I could afford LA rent, so. Ah! Fuck off! Sorry. Thank you, God. No, I got no idea. What are you guys doing with your lives? Like, where do you guys want to live? Well, almost like you could afford somewhere cheap if you lived in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, I don't want to buy a house in the middle of nowhere. Waste it. That sounds like a shout, to be fair. Maybe it's time for my midlife crisis. Good point. I was like, does the middle of nowhere have fibre optic? No? Well. The middle of nowhere can suck my balls. Lick my bum! Hey. That sounds like a shout. Our apartment's cheap. In Norway. Sweden? Hey, Shaq. Also, I'm getting Bjorn again for the penetrator. I don't even care. This game is hard as shit. Why are you disappointed, Godgilf? Is it in my performance today, or is it something else? Oh, so is his head literally just like a gaping jaw? Right. Enemies can cast spells through walls, but I can't. I'm calling my MP. It's me versus the camera today. Trophy. And fuck this game. In a good way, but like also... This game exhausts me. Oh, okay. I have an idea. We could save scum the final spell without needing to go into New Game Plus 2. And I'm on the fence about that. Because New Game Plus has been absurdly hard. I mean, I won't do it yet. I'll give it some time. You know, I'll give it some thought. But yeah, I'm definitely putting it on the table for myself. And I'm going to leave it on the table. If I want to dip in, it's there. Yeah, so the only reason I need to go into New Game Plus is because I need the Golden Soul for Uria's last spell. If I make a backup save, give Yuria the Golden Soul for her last spell, then load the save and still have the Golden Soul, I can give it to Freak. The only reason I'd need to go into New Game Plus 2 is to get the Golden Soul. Sales assistant, that's a shout. I love retail. Oh, maybe you do need all of them at once. Yeah, I guess it's... That's weird, because... Can you not save scum it? Yeah, maybe you can't. Thought you could. Well, at least then it's off the table, and I can't think about it. Just gonna keep going. That's fair. Oh, he's so edgy, Birch. Vanquish a player as an invader. Vanquish a maiden Estrella. All magic spells or miracles. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Why? Why does somebody say you can save something? Anyway. Okay.
Hello.
Saurian, hey, thanks for the raid. Yeah. Miracles and spells are separate achievements, yeah. Oh, you're playing Elden Ring, how's it going? Let's give you a follow. How you doing, Blay? Hey, yeah, it's going pretty well, thanks, Blay. We're on a New Game Plus on Demon Souls. I'm getting my ass handed to me. New Game Plus in this game is absurdly hard. Crazy punishing. It's been mad, but it's going pretty well. How's Elden Ring? Oh, fair enough, shit. Elden Ring was kicking my ass too. Very nice. I've only played like 4 hours of Elden Ring. So when I ask this, know that I have no idea what you mean when you answer, but how far have you gotten? It is, Boshy, it is. I've been exploring, I still haven't killed the major boss of the castle yet. Oh yeah, that boss kicked my ass, but I definitely got the impression that he was supposed to, you know? You can die anywhere, Scobie. Right, well that's all of my heals. To be fair, we could go and spend 18 grand on heals. Let's go and do that. I've gone the wrong way. Oh. Was that when you were telling me, yeah, I remember you telling me about that, Shek. I think I was in your stream for that. Keep getting my phone light up like I've got a message, but nothing happened. Creepypasta time. Okay, let's repair all. Yep. And then just give me everything. Everything you have. There we go. Thank you.
You come back alive.
Right, back we go. We're kind of getting down to the bits of the game that I struggle with now. We're slowly, like, narrowing in on, like, all the dick bosses. Oops, I've accidentally opened a tab. Right, there we go. Stop! Respect my bubble. I hope we get invaded. I've been playing human almost the entire game and we've not been invaded. The servers for this must be struggling. I swear the floor was supposed to collapse under me. Maybe it's the next floor, but... Even so, I was excited for something that didn't happen. Once we've got Toxic Cloud, we can go to the mausoleum in 1-1 and kill, what's his name with it? You just have to sit quiet and wait for like 20 minutes. I keep saying jokes about people being in like a bad place right now, but they're like, no, I'm not unhappy, it's just Khaled. So I'd love to see what that's all about. Great! At least I spent all my money on grass. Okay, you can't go forward. Why do I have so little health? Am I not wearing the cling ring? Anything better? No? Great. I wish I had more ring slots. I got 10 fingers. You telling me I can't like pop a ring on a thumb or something? That's the only thing I can't bring myself to believe about Dark Souls or Demon Souls. I'm like, yeah, you know, you want to tell me that there are dragons? Yeah, but why can I not wear more than 2 rings? I think so. I think because Demon Souls was so experimental, they made some parts of it very hard and some parts of it very easy. Like, the bosses are all very prototypey, they're quite gimmicky. But the enemies between, and the fact that there's only like 4 checkpoints per world, like, Dark Souls 2, all that would have given you miles more checkpoints. Dark Souls 3 would have given you one at every 4 feet. Also, no plunging attack. We're in Way of the Neo now, somehow. We don't even know when that transition happened. Also, I applied for, like, Square Enix has a page that you can go to. And it's got all of their upcoming games on it, and you can apply to be, like, a streamer for them, for that game. And I have applied, and the rules look really, like funny in a way. You have to, every 20 minutes, say, like, thank you Square Enix for sponsoring this stream. Or have something pop up on stream that says that. And there's like a few scenes in the game that you absolutely cannot record, to the point where I think there's music in it, and when that comes on you have to just mute the game and just keep watching. But if I got a sponsorship, I would be over the moon. Hey Jeff, I have a question. Do you need the trophy Unwelcome Guest? This is my last trophy. Unwelcome Guest. Banish a player as an invader. I do need that trophy. Vanquish a player as an invader. Do you want to invade me? Oh, I would love the Northern Regalia. I'm in New Game Plus. I'm in New Game Plus. I love that you've cut. How cheeky coming in looking for the help and then being like, but I have rules. Listen to me, my riddles 3. No, do you not have access to 5-1? I don't know which server I am.
You just rolled a spare. Spare me an inch of that fat fu-
Thanks for the follow. Probably, yeah, probably London, I'd say. It's weird that it wouldn't let me lock onto him specifically. It's a shame you can't do plunge attacks, because that would be ideal right now. Oh. Cause so when you use the red soapstone, can you not invade anybody? He's down there, but I can't get to him. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, okay. Brilliant. I didn't realize I'd run out of mana. Okay, I'll go to like 1-1 then. Oops, I've gone to the Nexus. What do I want? Which ass beaten? A bow build? That's so unsheckle. You know, actually, I think I might call it here. We had a really shaky first 2 hours. We finally got a victory. I'm exhausted. For some reason, this stream really smacked me on my ass. We killed 5 bosses, but like, at what cost? At enormous mental cost, I'm gonna say. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for here. It's kind of a short one, but this game has put me through the ringer. If you enjoyed the stream, please give me a follow. I won't be streaming on Saturday because I have to drive up and down from Nottingham, which is going to be all day. But I will probably be back on Sunday. Thanks for coming. It was good to see you guys. I'll see you probably Sunday. Bye.